This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, can you see my screen? Just say yes. Okay, okay. Okay, Chandana and Priya. Priya, you have completed your installation part, right? Yesterday class. So, is there any doubt? Suppose if you are facing any problems to write the code, let me know. Okay, Chandana, what about you? Did you install? Installing. Okay, okay, fine. Let me fix that errors while installing the application. Okay, so then we'll move on to the next section. Okay, I will send the presenter role to you. Just give me the screen share so that I will check the error and I will fix that. Chandana, I sent the sharing request. Just accept it. Chandana, you got any request to sharing? Mhm.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello. Yeah, Chandana.
Sir, should I go for modify?
Yeah. No. I'm going to give the screen sharing request. Just accept it so that I will explain you how to do that, how to fix that error.
Okay.
Just accept that screen share pop-up.
I did
sent
not
out.
get any screen share.
You didn't get? Okay, let me.
No, sir. No.
Okay. I will send again.
Okay.
Check it.
No, sir. I did not get.
Resend again, Chandana. Just now check the pop-ups like on the bottom taskbar. Supposed to highlight the pop-up window. Check on the taskbar, Chandana.
No, sir. I did not get.
Screen share. Oh, no. See now, Chandana? Did you go?
No, sir. I did not get.
You are using laptop or mobile?
I'm using mobile, sir.
Oh, mobile, you cannot install, right? Python.
Okay, 1 second. I'll connect it to laptop.
Yes, yes. Connect your laptop and try to install that.
Hello.
Yeah, Chandana, I can hear.
1 second, sir.
Okay. Just connect on laptop and disconnect from the mobile.
Okay, sir.
Otherwise, you will get resound voice. Yeah, Harsha Priya, do you have any doubts on the installation part?
Hello.
Okay. Okay. So once again, I'm going to repeat for the Chandana. Okay, suppose you have any doubts or questions, just ask me. Okay. Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, Chandana, tell me.
Sir, send me that link pop-up again.
Okay. Okay, I will send it again. Yeah, I can see your screen. Okay, let me.
Oh.
Okay, go to the website python.org.
I installed it, sir. 1 second.
You already installed.
Yeah.
Okay. Open the Python terminal. Click on the search box. Type the Python. Python. Yeah, first one. Select it. Okay. Just open the command prompt on the run window. Run window, open the command prompt.
Yes, sir.
Okay. No, I'm asking to open the command prompt. Chandran. Yeah, the second one, command prompt. No, not this. Just click on Windows R key button. Let me open. My system. Command prompt. Open the command prompt. Chandran. Yeah, click on that. Just type here the Python space double hyphen version. Yeah, your Python version is 3.91. Okay, and check with the PIP also. Python package indexes. No, PIP space hyphen version. Yes. Okay. So package also installed. Okay, so you can start the coding. Fine. So there is no any error. You
Okay,
install
sir.
successfully.
Okay.
What?
Okay, sir.
Okay. You told me right. There is some errors, right? So that's why I asked
Yeah, but
to.
now it's not going. Actually, I typed as Python hyphen
Ah,
v. So
okay.
something has come.
No. If you want to install or adding or saving, you can give the single hyphen. Suppose you are going to check with the versions, double hyphen. You have to use
Oh, okay.
double hyphen and command name.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Fine. Save. Okay. So yesterday we finished the installation part. The Python and PIP. So PIP stands for Python package indexes. So from here we are going to install all the packages, modules, components what we are required in the application. Okay. So somehow inbuilt packages, some modules and components from the third parties also. Okay. Using the PIP, you can install or adding the packages and modules in our Python application. Okay. So this is a command PIP, and then your component module package name. Okay, for example, I want to install any some like a Jupyter notebook or any other libraries. Okay, just you can give the a package name so that the package will be installed in your application. You can use that in your code. Okay, instead of writing everything line to line, just you can use the those packages and modules. No need to write each and every line manually. Okay, once you call any package or any module, so that it will some ready-made code will be available, so that you can customize as per your requirement. Okay, so the Python installation is completed, and coming to the interpreter. Okay, so what is the interpreter here? So interpreter here nothing but like a your compiler. So inbuilt compiler. Actually, the Python language is interpreter language. So other language, suppose if you see in Java, other like C Sharp, C++, we need to compile the language after writing the code. Okay, to see your result. So, but coming to the Python, no need to compile. It's like an interpreter language. Once you have to give the some commands, and then you can execute the code. No need to compile here, right? So that you can see some result immediately on your screen or your terminal. Okay, let me check other about the interpreter itself. Downloading app, it's completed. PIP list also completed. Advantage of Python. This is the next section here. User-friendly data structures. Python, yeah. Python interpreter. Yeah. Python interpreter takes a code that you write converts into the language that computers hardware understand. So once you write some commands, okay, so once you execute it, it will understand automatically. Your program and hardware so will understand this. Okay, let's say suppose I am going to give some syntax, like I'm using some automatic operators. Okay, suppose let's say addition 10 plus 2. Okay, that is my command. Okay, once I executed the code, output will be 4. Okay, so 2 plus 2 is output is 4. Yes, that is one line of code, and you are going to execute on your interpreter, and the result will be output, right? So like this, we are going to give some commands using the Python syntaxes, and order will be enabled, and it can be understood. You can see the output. So here, no need of compiling. This is not a compiling language like Java, C, C++, like that. Okay, so it is like completely readable and understandable language. The Python, that's what we call interpreter language, and readable language also. So readable nothing but here like a human readable. Okay, so it doesn't this each time to run the Python script. Interpreter execute the code line by line. So it's like asynchronous coding, like one by one. Suppose if you have like 10 lines of code, it will start from the first line of code, and then it will go to the next line. Okay, so the all the 10 lines code, it will execute like one by one. Okay, it won't execute the first of the third line of code or fifth line of code. It will start from the line 1, and it will go to the next line, and third, fourth, fifth line. Okay, so as user enters the command in Python shell. So Python shell means nothing but here our terminal, internal terminal. If you see the VS code, okay, they have internal terminal. Once you executed the code, you can see the result in the shell section. Okay, and interpreter executed and displays the result. Okay, so let me check one example here. And Priya, do you install the code? I mean the Visual Studio Code? Okay. Priya, did you install the VS Code? No. Okay, okay. So let me first install the VS Code. This is a simple step. You have to download the VS Code from the Microsoft, and then you can install. Let me check. Chandana, you also just open the browser. Just type VS Code on the address bar. Both of you follow the same thing. Just type the VS Code. Okay, just click on the first link, Visual Studio Code. Okay, so from here, download for Windows. So both of your systems Windows version, right? Just click on this button. You will get the application exe file. So once you download, just ping me yes or done. So in your both systems are 64-bit processor, right? So you can download directly this button. From here, they listed out for the Mac and Windows 64 and Linux 64. Okay, your version is Windows 64 user installer. Okay, just click on download. Completed. Okay. Okay, now Priya, did you install? Download the application. You will get one exe file. VS Code exe file. Okay. So after downloading, just double click on the application file. Just click next. It will be installed on your local system. Okay. Just install the application now. By double clicking on the exe file, just install that. Did you install both of you? Okay, Chandana. Priya, you install? Okay. So I will explain you some of the key features about the VS. Okay, so VS Code is like Microsoft product. It's completely integrated development environment. Okay, so you can write the PHP, Python, even C, C++, other Java. Okay, so this is the best platform to write your code, and you can execute within the internal terminal. No need to go to the browser. Okay, you can see result in the terminal itself. Okay, so once completed your program, you can go to the browser and you can see the result. So instantly you can see the result in the terminal section. So it's have internal terminal. Okay, so here some of the main key features is Intellisense. So Intellisense nothing but here when you start the typing, like suppose keyword or some any syntax, it will show some pop-ups with some other alternative options. Okay, so that it will be easy to write, and you can write quickly any code, like any some simple like some complex code you can write in a quick way. Okay, so that's what like it's going to say Intellisense. When you start the coding, so it will show some options and other alternatives. Okay, and run and debug. Okay, so in the application itself we can debug, like like using the developer tools within the VS Code, we can debug your code. Okay, and third one is built-in JIT. Built-in JIT here, we can add that plugin, JIT plugin in the application itself, and then we can access from the JIT. Okay, directly you can edit, and you can write the code directly from the VS Code. It will update on the JIT version also. Okay, that is like a ready-made plugin in the VS Code. Just you have to add that add-on in your VS Code. Okay, so this is some of the main key features. Out of this, you have to add the plugins and the modules about this. Let's say, for example, Python. You are going to write the Python code. So for the Python code, we need to add some add-ons, plugins, like some extensions for the Python. Okay. Just after installing, just open the VS Code, both of you. So I opened the application. After installation, you can see this UI. in the first screen. Yeah, you can use the Python code. You can write the Python and VS code also. There is a lot of IDE tools for the Python. Like Sri also you said me right, like Jupyter Notebook and one of the best PyCharm. You can write the Python code. Okay, open the application, both of you. Okay, after opening the application, this is the first screen of your UI. Okay, you will see some start section and recent file open section and help other customize section and all. Okay, suppose if you want to customize the UI, like for example, font size, font colors, spaces, and background colors, syntax colors, you can go to the customize section and modify as per your requirement. Okay, the first one is create the new file and open folder, add workspace folder, and the second recent, which is open the recent directories. Okay, so your project directories here. The recently I have opened one Rasa master, that is a framework for the chatbots. Okay, so that is a recent which I opened, and the previous one is Angular, like NGS, like these are all the recent folders which I accessed here. Okay, so when you open the application, the first screen will be this one. Just close this welcome screen and go to the file. Just click on the new file. Okay, just click on the new file. It will open one new tab with file. Okay, first I have to save with the Py extension. We are going to write the Python code, right? So here you need to give the py for the Python file. The Python should be py. Suppose let's say sample.py or script.py or app.py. Okay, so name and dot py. Okay, so let's say here I'm going to like say script.python, script.python, and you can type the extension or you can select the from the drop down Python where it is. Python. Okay, so just select it from the drop down, just save it and make sure the path also. Okay, so it is like in our case, in my case, it is a desktop. Okay, make sure the path also. You can create one directory and put this all the Python files in the same directory. Okay, so I'm going to save in the desktop. So already it's there. It's asking rewriting or writing. Okay, let me give the script 2. I'm going to give the script 2. Okay, so now it's file was created with the .py extension. Okay, so here we have internal terminal. Let's say here, click the control and quotation mark button. No, the backticks. Below the escape button, you have one key. That is, you can say backtick button. From your keyboard, below the escape button. Okay, so here we have the different tabs. The first one is terminal, debug console, and problems, the output. Okay, as I said before, the terminal is you can give some command and you can execute the code, and even you can build the code also from the terminal. The final, after completing your code, okay, you can build the application file. So once you give the command, the right command, okay, let's say for example create bundle. Okay, the code command will be execute and the entire the application will create one bundle file launch. So that bundle file you can put on the live server. Yeah, no, not question mark. Not question mark, Priya. Like for us, your system is Mac, so that is command backtick button. So for Windows environment, Windows key button, and for the Mac, command button. If you are using the Mac system, the command is command and then backtick button below the escape button. No, control plus backtick. You can check below the escape button. On the top left, you have the escape button. Below the escape button, you have the backtick button. Yes, yes, correct. Got it? Okay. Okay. Fine. So once you click on the buttons, okay, you can see the four buttons like terminal, debug console, problems, and output. Okay, by default, the terminal will be open. So here you can see the Windows PowerShell copyright Microsoft Corporation all rights reserved, because this completely Microsoft product. That's why they put the copyright information here. And the last line you can see your local directory. Okay, so here users the trainings, desktop, countries. Okay, so the previous one which I accessed, the path is showing the country's path. Okay, suppose I want to go to the desktop or any other directory. Okay, just you can give the command name like a cd space and your directory name, like let's say here you are going to say folder name. You can give the command like this and then you can move to the your present directory. Okay, and create the file, save it in the same directory, and you can start the code. Okay, so let's say for example here I'm going to create one directory here using the make directory. Okay, instead of put the files on directory on desktop, I'm going to create one directory here. The command is mkdir. Hello, can you hear me, Priya and Chandana? Okay, okay. So here this is the command to get out from the present directory. Okay, so using the cd space double dot Okay, you can go to the directly on the desktop section, and now you can create your directory, your project directory, or your class first directory, whatever. Okay, so here I'm going to create the main directory, mkdir. Okay, and then can you explain again from my time? Yeah, okay. Experience networking connection. Yeah, sure, Chandana. Okay, so before the default directory is like on the countries, right? Let's open again here. The CD, the before directory is by default which open countries. Okay, just when I open the application, so this is our present directory, because the countries directory opened recently for other classes. Okay, so this is our present directory. So we need to move to the desktop. So on the desktop, we are going to create a new directory using the make directory command. Okay, it's like this: mkdir and your name, your folder name or project name. Okay, so like this we can create the your directory, right? So I'm not going to create the countries because that is other class. I'm going to the desktop using the command cd space double dot. Okay, this we went we are in the desktop directory. Now I'm going to create the some folder, project name, or let's say for example client name, or whatever, that is your choice. You can rename. Okay, but when you creating any folder name or directory, it is like one word, not two words. Let's say for example class name, class files, if you say like that, like one word, it will be work. If you say like class is one word and files is one word, like providing the space, it will not work. Okay, some work in your local environment. Suppose it is on the live server, it will not work. Some errors will be raised. Okay, so let's say for example here make directory. Okay, and your folder name. So here I'm going to say Python class. So it should be one word, not two words. So suppose if you say the Python is one word space and class is one words, it will create, but sometimes errors will be raised. Okay, so it should be one word. If it is more than one word also, it should be like one word. Python class is my present directory name. So I'm going to create the class using this command. So it's created. Okay, so here they given the details, the mode. Okay, and last writable name. Can you hear me, Chandana Priya? Okay. Okay, fine. So the directory was created, and they provide the details also, the time, date, and your directory name. Okay, and I given the command the cd python class. Okay, so cd python class means the directory should go to the python class directory. Using the cd means here change directory, and whatever the name you provided. Okay, directory nothing but your folder name. Okay, so now friend, we are in the same directory, the Python class directory. So now I'm going to write some code, okay, and executing the within the terminal. You can see the result also here. Okay, so let's say for example here, I'm going to print some string value. Okay, so using the print function, there is an inbuilt function in the Python. Okay, out of this, the inbuilt functions also there. I'm going to teach you one by one in the regular classes. Okay, and it is like inbuilt function. Inside the inbuilt function, I'm going to write some value. So here, let's say for example, the regular messages like for example, hello student. Okay, so this simple syntax using the print function inside the parentheses, use the double quotes. You can use the single quotes also. Okay, any both you can double quote and single quote. You can use and you can write some string value in between the quotation marks. Okay, but here after the ending your statement, no need of this semicolon. Some other languages require the semicolon. Okay, but in the Python, no need of the semicolon. So semicolon means here the statement was ended. Okay, so in other languages we need to provide the semicolon. Okay, but in the Python not required. It will close automatically. I mean it will end the line automatically. Okay, so once I read the syntax, the print and hello text value, and let's say for example here I'm going to execute this. See, executing within the kernel itself. The python.exe. Let's say here the python.exe install this. No. So here, let's say for example, the Python and some string value. Harsha, can you hear me? And Chandana. Okay, it's frequently getting that audio issue. Okay, tomorrow we will see the solution. Okay, maybe some it's not like internet issue because we got the new connection with high speed. Okay, there's no any internet problem, but maybe because of my system only, maybe. Okay, we'll check it today and we'll fix it. Okay, so here once you run the command, the print function, that is inbuilt function. Okay, and hello students is my string value. So the string value should be inside the quotation mark, so that is a single or double. Okay, so you can the code, you can see the result on the terminal itself. Okay, and other option, you can just right click on the file name on the top of this. No, it's not. I think the right click is maybe not working for me. Okay, so just try to right click, and you can see the preview on the right side. It will split like two windows. Okay, on the left side your code, and right side you can see some preview, just like here. The result, you can see the print function and string value and this text, which is standard on your terminal. Just try both of you. Yeah, before going to that, you need to add the preview add-on here. Just go to this extension part. Okay, you need to add the Python extension. Let's say here Python preview. Yes, this is the second one. Okay, the Python preview. They will give some hints also here on the installation part. Just go through it and try to check the preview. See on the file, just click on right click and right click on the preview section. You will get the two windows, left side your code and right side the preview of the code. Okay, just add the Python preview from the extension section. Okay, and each and every time you just right click on the file name and you can go to the preview section. Okay, like this we have a lot of add-ons here. You can add one by one. Okay, so like this internal terminal code, we have the internal terminal. You can write the command, you can execute the code, and you can see the results here itself. Okay, so and this is terminal section, and coming to the next, debug console. So debug console, here we are going to debugging our code. Okay, instead of going to developer tools from the browser. Okay, so from the debug console we can fix any issues from the debug itself, debug console. So now there is no errors, there is no any bugs. So here we cannot see the errors. Okay, once it is any bugs or issues, you can see in the debug console and we can fix it. Okay, and problems, coming to the problems, the same, like whatever the problems you have, you can see in the problem section here. So present there is no any problems. So it's saying no problems have been detected in the workspace so far. Okay, suppose you want to make some problem and fix the problem. Okay, so let's say for example here I'm going to remove the double quote, the starting double quote. You can see immediately the error, the problem. So I just say remove the double quote, the starting double quote. So the Python will not understand without quotations. Okay, and it's saying like immediately it's saying Python 2 script 2.python expected. It's saying expected quotation mark. So that means it's suggesting you need to add double quote. It's fixed automatically. Okay, suppose you have any some errors or problems with your code, you can see immediately the problem section, and it will say some suggestions, some hints, and based on that you can fix that problem. Okay, so that is output. The next one is output. So here you can see the after executing the code, you can see the output here. Okay, so like this, like 4 tabs. The first one, the default one is terminal and debug console, problems and output. Okay, so let's say for example so many other syntax here. I'm going to write using the print function. Okay, so that is the first one is string value. Suppose here I'm numbers like some addition, subtraction, division. Okay, so here I'm going to give some numbers. Let's say for example here so that you can type directly in the terminals itself. Okay, just use the print and parenthesis. So inside you are going to write some like for example 10 plus 10. Okay, so you can see the resulting data. Okay, so this is like using the arithmetic operators. Okay, and you can do the addition part like the same other operations also, like subtraction, multiplication, division, explanation, modulus, everything you can do within the terminal itself. You can see the result. Okay, let's say for example I'm going to concatenating both like string value and the number value. Okay, so let's say for example here the print function, the first one is uh, let's say for example like string. Okay, so the string means you have to start with the double quote. Okay, so here I'm going to say my name is Python. Okay, so that is my string, and here I'm going to use the plus operator, I mean addition, and here let's say uh, the present version. So present Python version is 3. Okay, so here the first one is string value because we use the quotation marks. Okay, that is like some text. Okay, and more than one Can you hear me, Chandana? Hello, Chandana, can you hear me? Okay. Okay. So here, as per this example, we cannot concatenate string value and numeric value. The Python will not accept. Okay. So when using the concatenate operator, the both data type should be the same. So both data types should be the same. Is suppose the first value is like a number, the second value also should be the number. The first value is the string, the second value also string. Okay, so that means both values, both data types should be the same. Whether you are using the string value or number or any other data types like a boolean, okay, it should be the same data types. So one is string and one is numeric, means it won't accept. It will not execute on your Python. So that's what it's saying. Error. Okay, so let's try to some two values with the same data type using the print function. Okay, let's say for example here on the first value as a string, my name is, so that is my first value. Okay, and the second value plus operator, and my name is inside the quotations, like here I'm going to say. Okay, so here print function, my name is the first value, the second value is Python. So now both are the string values. So using those two string values, using the concatenation operator, I'm going to print as a one value. Okay, so my name is Python, that is our value. Okay, so it's saying my name is Python. Okay, so like this we can concatenate any two same data types, whether it is a string value or boolean values or number values. We can concatenate with the same data types. With the same data types, you cannot export it. So Python will not understand. Okay, so when you send the any command request to the interpreter will not understand this kind of string concatenation. It is yes, this 20 is numeric value and 10 is a string. The interpreter will not understand, but other languages will understand. Okay, but Python will not understand. So let's say for example this we can extend the JavaScript. Okay, so because the JavaScript is a loose type language. Okay, so when you run this command on the JavaScript, what it will say, 20 plus 20 string is, it will say 2010 2010. It's like one string value. Okay, the Python it will not execute, it will raise errors. So that's what, before going to write our command or any syntaxes, we need to check with the data type first. So what are the data types available in our Python? Script to Python. Yes, I created, right? Maybe she didn't get the idea. Oh, okay. Yeah, Chandana, you didn't hear when I creating the file. I think some audio problem maybe. Okay, so here let me close this file and I will teach you once again this. Okay, okay, fine, Chandana. So once you open the application, the VS Code application, okay, just you go to the file menu the first file menu and click on the new file. Just same like a regular way, that is not like difficult. Suppose if you want to create any file with any extension, the first you need to go to the file menu, and then the first one is new file. Okay, just click on the new file button and make sure it should be .py extension. Okay, so now it is like untitled one. There is no any extension, just like a notepad. Okay, so this file I'm going to save as a script.python. So here I'm going to save like it is Python class. Let's say here the Python file. You can select the Python extension from the drop down. Okay, and you can provide the name here. So here you can say, for example.python or demo.python or class Python or any some application name. Okay, just give the name and select the Python extension from the drop down. Just save it. That's simple thing. So this is one way. And suppose we have some other shortcuts here. Okay, once open the application, you can just double click on the top section. So when you see the hand symbol, just double click on it. It will create automatically on file. How many times you want, just double click on the top bar. So it will create one page, like a default page, and then you can save it with the .py extension. And make sure the file should be in your present directory, which you are going to daily. Okay. Organizers. Okay. Okay, fine. So like this, you can create the file. Just click on the top bar, it will file, and you can save it. And other like a default way, just go to the file and click on the new file, and give the some name and select the Python extension from the drop down. In two ways you can create. Okay, so it's clear there and out. One more time, how to edit in the terminal. Okay, so that I will teach you once again. No, not editing. So you are going to give some comments in the terminal section, and after completing your command, just give the enter. You will see the result. Okay, let me open the same like that file, the Python class folder. Open okay. Recent. It's not like folder, right? Open folder. Open folder. Okay, so here I'm going to open the present directory and our file. Python class. That is no files. Then where it was stated, the Python I created script to no, it's only on desktop. I saved in the desktop. Okay, let me move to the okay, just copy from here and paste your Python class directory. Okay, and this is like a manual process. So as I said in the command prompt, just create the make directory with the Python class name. Okay, and then you create the file, you can save it in the same directory. Okay, by mistake I save on the desktop. Just I move to the Python class folder, and then we can use this. Okay. Now go into the file and then open folder and our Python class directory. So inside we have one file here. Okay, file is. You can see the folder section. You cannot see the file section. Let's say now it's like a script 2.python. You can see all the files and folder directly on the left side, immediately the navigation bar, and right side you can see the code. Okay, and to open your terminal, just click on the control backticks bar. Okay. So here, once you open that folder directory, you can see the present directory. So this is our present directory. Python class is present directory. Okay, and now here you are going to write your command. So here you can say like some for example some commands using the Python. Okay, so the Python here. Okay. Okay, so our terminal is ready to write your Python code. So if you see three greater than symbols, okay, like three arrows, so your terminal is ready to write your Python code. Okay, so here you can give the print the predefined function, and let's say here within the double quotes, let's say hi. Just write the command. You can give the enter. You can see the result in the terminal itself. Okay. I don't see the arrows. So you don't see the arrows means you have to save the with the Python extension, Priya, and write some any one line of code on your page. Okay, and give the shift enter and come to the terminal section. So it should be like this. So after this Microsoft copyright information, okay, and this should be come like in your directory after the Python class. So this should be execute. So now your terminal will be ready to write your Python code. Okay. Yeah, Priya, initially I'm going to use this VS code because both of you other students are freshers, right? So when I jump to immediately the Jupyter notebook or the PyCharm, they won't understand. Okay. So in the VS code, we can learn very easily by providing simple commands. That's why I'm going to use the initially the VS code. The coming classes in the advanced section, I will use the Jupyter notebook, this one, the PyCharm. Okay, I will cover those three: VS Code, Jupyter Notebook, and this one, PyCharm also. Okay, fine. So today we're done. So is there any doubt? Okay. Okay, Priya, no problem. Jupyter is like that is one good for platform. Okay, but that is like some if you want to write some any like for example run the algorithms. Okay, like data tuning, data cleaning. So that kind of requirement we can use the Jupyter notebook. That is completely like data science and artificial intelligence requirement we have. We can use the Jupyter notebook. But coming to this, this completely the introduction, like very basic things. Okay, so the basic things if you teach like VS Code, it will be understand to everyone. Okay, so for using the notebook, Jupyter notebook, so we need to install Anaconda. Okay, we need to install like and adding some other plugins, add-ons, and other packages. So these are all we need to install. Okay, so initially not required that much. So just you can use this VS Code to write your simple commands and syntaxes. You can execute directly. Okay, and later I'm going to cover all these three: PyCharm and notebook also. Okay, okay, fine. So far, is there any doubt or any questions in today class? Chandana, do you have any questions or doubts? Okay, is it clear everything? Do you have any questions or doubts? Okay, okay, fine. So done today. We'll see tomorrow. Okay, bye. Bye. Hmm? Online.